Right, what else do I want to talk about? I didn't say it all there in that thing about everybody's different. Everybody's got their own realities. Everybody's coming with different things. Everybody wants to experience different things. I lost for words now. With the concept of waking up, do I need to go back over that? It's basically, it's going to be a lot of emotional shit, right? That's a given when you wake up. And then there's you could shut down as well, completely. But it's best not to do that. It's best to realise what you've been told. Okay, use the analogy of a relationship with a psychopath or a narcissist. What's been sold to you is a lie. The narcissist or psychopath is like a predator. They only see you as prey. Absolutely. And they sell you a thing where you're caught into a game of doing the right thing, thinking you're doing the right thing, following the rules. I'm using this as an analogy for what's been going on the last year and a half. So, without you knowing, got involved in a dance where you as a person, as a human being, everybody's human. They want to do the right thing. They want to support other people. They genuinely want to protect everybody else. We might have our selfish sides, but really at the end of the day, we're nice people. We want to do the right thing. Trouble is, the person giving out the rules was lying to you. There was an agenda behind it. And it's up to you to find out what that agenda is. And it can be very dark. If you've not experienced this before, if you are on the receiving end of some wake-up situation, I hope not, with your health, with your mind, with your reality, with the horrible dynamics between family, friends, etc., believing what has been given to you, and then doing all the right things, and then still it's not good enough. And you've been slowly trained to be a cushion, subservient cushion, until some part of you no longer can take it. Whether you have a nasty wake-up call, physical, mental, emotional, you're worn down, your adrenal glands are fucking shot, okay? And you try and do the right thing, and you've been betrayed. And waking up to betrayal is never, it's an ugly thing, but it's reality, and it's better to know than not know. Just me putting words into words. So it has the same cycle as a relationship with a psychopath, narcissist. And the only way out of it is to take back your power and to listen to yourself and start doing your research. I mean, it'll have its natural way about it, and I hope, and unfortunately all of us have gone through this, whether it's now, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. Don't resent anybody else who is like me talking whatever shite. There's no point. Why be resentful towards somebody like me? I'm just a representative of one person. I'm still struggling with other things. As I said once, I'm not the enemy. I'm not the fucking enemy, right? So, and we as the ones, it's not we and them or whatever, we had to go through the same thing. We've gone to the same process, and we've been lucky to still be alive, okay? And we often had to go through it many fucking times, right? So nobody gets, nobody gets out of this life, you know, alive. Nobody gets out of this reality without whatever. Anyway, so I'm trying to impart information here. It comes with anxiety. It comes with anxiousness. Your adrenal glands are shot. And the first bit of advice I would give is get yourself 1000 vitamin C with rose and remove yourself from any form of influence that creates anxiety or confusion for you. That's the first thing. Because unfortunately, when you've been in battle a long time, your adrenal glands get shot. I'm not going to go in about relationship with narcissists, psychopaths, and what that does to you. Somebody described it as if you have just been minced through a mincer. You know? So this is what's happening to a lot of people at the moment. There's been high level abuse. People have not been aware of it. They've been going along with the program. They have not been realised they have been caught into an abusive cycle, and that's what it is, abuse. And the reaction to it when you wake up is you're going to have an emotional reaction. You can't but not. You can't. And that's when the slow, very fucking slow journey of recovering yourself, your health, your mental health, your physical health starts. And you are not going to get over it in a day. A week, a month, a year, it could take years. And stop colluding, that's what it is. I said a while back, hope this word doesn't get used, the only way out of it in our situation here is mass non-compliance. Or individuals not complying. You're allowed. You are allowed to be sovereign. You're allowed to be miffed. You're allowed to be grumpy and go off. I'm not taking that on board. You know? This thing with the restaurants and pubs. Do I want to talk about that? Because I don't know if I can put it into code. I've sent off a certain email off to all certain people on certain people that quotes the law, etc. And I think in Italy, just all the restaurateurs just en masse banded together and said, F you, and they opened. You know, it's their business. Anything else is just blackmail. Anyway, I think it's being played out. I think on one hand, it's a situation that's very real, and we don't want to get the situation where actually we'll have to start wearing a nice yellow star on our arms, and I'm serious. You know? So, and then on the other hand, it's like this game being played so that it's in your face. It's getting so fucking obvious that you have to wake up, you know? Anyway, I know a friend of mine, she texted me a few weeks ago, and it was the first time I heard about this restaurant situation, and she used the word discriminate, and I said back to her, I said, well, good luck to them. I said, they can, I said, my indoor dining is at home. I said, good luck to them. You know, if they play that game. Anyway, it hasn't gone through yet, but anyway, so, yeah. It's fucking hilarious. And you know, to go into the fear, okay, domino effect, right? If this goes through, I can bet your bottom dollar that then there'll be the shops. So Lidl, Super Value, all those places. You won't be able to be allowed to go in without your little cert. And then I said, so I said, good luck to them. Good luck to them. You could ring them up and say, send your order over, but then they could maybe a step further block your card. If you use a card, what can you cash? Send them a check. Could do that. Anyway, I'd say don't panic. Don't panic, but it's been played out and it's very real on one side. On the other side, it's a game being played out so that people wake the fuck up. I don't think this plan, which was originally going to be happening, is going to be installed. It can't. The energies are different now. But in the meantime, guys, I'm going all over the place now. You have to take responsibility. You do have to take individual responsibility. What did Enoch Crane said? He said, don't expect other people to do the work for you. If you see something that needs doing, do it. Don't give your authority to somebody else, in a committee or whatever. If you see something needs to be done, and it's the only way, you have to take personal responsibilities and do what you have to do. Oh yeah, that was something else. I was going to talk about the fluffy ones. This is just a gripe. And I don't follow. I mean, whatever they're talking about, is true to them. These are the ones, the fifth dimensional ones, and that's fine. That's where we're going eventually. But it kills me. They're usually in a forest. They're usually in a wood with their smartphone, doing their meditations or telling some channeled information. And I have a problem. Because they're using a smartphone. And with that smartphone, they are blasting every leaf, every cell of the trees and the plant life around them, while they're spouting their, I use that old term, new age nonsense. Now, I'm not trying to, there is validation to all that. But anyway, the reality, okay, back to sitting there in a wood, bringing in the new energies, talking about the energy updates, and this is where we are as a collective, and they're using a smartphone. And that is the elephant in the room, actually. The amount of people who have been made sick by what comes off those smartphones, the usage, Wi-Fi, which is a marketing term for microwave radiation, and that is the elephant in the room of people with symptoms, with illnesses, and I really don't have time for people. I mean, okay, maybe they don't know. They're in a forest, they're saying where the energy levels are at, and I no doubt energy levels are changing on this earth. It just is the way it is, because it's time and we are right in the middle of it. But for God's sake, don't use a bloody fucking smartphone. You've been a hypocrite. But anyway, the truth will be out. And I don't know if I did that very well. I don't think I did, but I wanted to add all that. Being opinionated, I'd be better off just singing a song. Oh, there's one of my onions has fallen down. My onions that are going to seed because the bulbs didn't last the winter. They got the frost and stuff got to them, and usually onions do live through the winter fine. So I've got lots of things growing in my back garden. I've got beans, French beans, purple sprouting broccoli, spinach, broad beans, carrots, pak choi, which isn't doing very well because the slugs just love it. Carrots, beetroot, kale, turnips, lettuces, peas. I'm trying to think. Basil's not doing very well. What else? Courgettes, pumpkins, runner beans, Cherokee beans. Lots of flowers. Important to have flowers to attract the beneficial pollinators into the garden. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But I took it on board. Took it on board last year, and then this year's been harder. But and I had a great grandfather who was a head gardener in England, so it's in me genes. I have to have it neat. I can't have weeds. So I did a load of weeding there the other day to have it neat and tidy, have the edges kind of tidy enough. Did the lot of fucking lawn. The lawn has to be done every week. But I can't have it messy. I don't have it perfect, but I don't have it messy. And yeah, so it's a lot of work. It's a lot of fucking work. Anyway, that's it now. I think I'll have a cup of tea.